Hello, today I'll be looking at how to get black backgrounds on your pictures without using a flash or without using Photoshop or Lightroom. Now you probably know how to do it. If you know how to do it, this is not the video for you, but if you don't know how to do it, stay tuned.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello everybody, I'm Leo, welcome back to my channel. Like I said, today I'm going to be doing some macro photography, but I want to put some black backgrounds. You try and say that a couple of times quick, it doesn't work. Now I know and I understand that a lot of people already know how to do this when they use a flash. Anybody can do it, so well, it is simple. But a lot of people don't have flashes, a lot of people don't have Lightroom, and a lot of people do not have Photoshop. So I'm just going to break it down and make it simple for the people who don't know. So like I says, if you do know, you know, you can carry on watching if you want, because you might learn something. If you don't, I do apologise, but I'm all for the beginner. Right, like I said, I'm going to be using some torches. I've got different array of torches. You know, some are bigger, some are smaller. One's got one LED, some's got another. This is a UV one. But what also I use to get more creative in the colours in the pictures is things I find around the house. Now, a lot of us use deodorants and antiperspirants and everything else, and now these things, the tops of them, make ideal diffusers. And they'll change your colours on your pictures. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah? That looks a bit rude. But as you can see, they make brilliant diffusers. So I'll be using some of these today. I'll be using some daisies, as you can see, but you can use whatever you want. I mean, that's it, bro. What I'm going to do, try and get something, you know, artistic maybe a bit more and put a nice black background to it. It's quite simple. Trust me on this when I say this, but like I said, if you don't know how to do it, you know, it can be hard, because I know when I first started, I tried everything without flash to try and get a black background, and it just didn't work. And you don't want to be going onto the Lightroom and going around all your picture, invert, put them back, because like I said, I'm not the best on Lightroom, I'm not the best on Photoshop, I'm not the best editor. So I believe that if you get your picture right the first time, it's less work, simple as. And plus, if you get it right the first time, people are a lot more amazed with your overall image. So that's the torches we're going to be using. Yeah, we got our daisies ready. What I might do is what we'll be needing is, like I say, a torch and a piece of anything black for a start. This is not I'll tell you what you need a piece of black card for or whatever. This is not because you think, you know, because you can put a piece of black card back of a subject and think you're going to get it, but you will not get the highlights or, you know, what you need. So there you go, we need the black board. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. You ain't got to use this because that's overkill for macro photography, isn't it, really, to be fair, but we're going to be using something like that. So get yourself a brew, and I'll be back in two and show you what to do. So keep watching. Okay, as you can see, my simple setup. I've got rid of that big board because it was overkill. Just got a piece of black card on this third hand tool just to hold it, well, hold it there, but if whatever you got, just place the back of it. So I've got a sort of black background to start off with. Now, if you just take a picture of this now, it will come out grey. It won't come out black, I guarantee you. So, what I've done, at the bottom, I put some white card. Yeah, you can put green card, but I'll tell you what the main thing is at the minute. Right, I've got some white card, and I've got this piece of glass. This piece of glass is just out of a picture frame. This is what I'm going to be putting my subject on. I put my subject on a piece of glass for a simple reason is, when I'm doing these sort of shots, I need the torches I need the torches to work with me. So I don't know if you've ever seen any good portrait photographers, and they got these panels, these like shine or reflect disc, and they put them underneath the models' faces and or on the sides to make the light more warm and, you know, to get the light round everywhere. This is what we're actually going to be doing today. This is we're going to be using, so we'll be using the light as sort of we'll be using the, should I say, the glass as a sort of mirror effect to push the light back up into our subjects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a dandelion, dandelions on the brain. Right, I'm going to get me my daisy, yeah, some of this stuff, Play-Doh, yeah, this is just to help me hold my subject really, because you ain't gonna actually see this, but you can actually see, so we ain't really fussed. Wrap it in it, yeah, and put it where we want to, yeah, there you go. So now, that's all set up. Now what I also do, yeah, is I use some of these full dishes, and I do the same with these sometimes as well. This is what I'm saying about get creative. I use the full dish to actually bounce the light, yeah, like I says, which makes the shadows a lot better. You can also, if you want to get creative, is these cards that you all know about, the reflective cards, you slide one of those under as well, and they will give you the lights back up onto your subject. This is why it says if people who understand and know, don't switch up, you know, because well, you might learn something new. This just pushes the colours, bounces the colours back and gives them a nice subtle light. So you can see I've got that set up, yeah, and you understand hopefully what I'm going to be doing. So now I'm going to get my camera set up and then explain a bit more about how we use the torches. Now I totally understand you probably can't see at the minute, but what I need to do is really show you sort of what I'm doing. Then I'm going to show you the back of the camera to explain a bit more, because I think that's probably the best way. But this is just some a way what I'm going to do. So I've got a torch in my hand, the torch is on. All I'm going to do is I'm going to shine it, yeah, on my picture, yeah. The closer I get it, the brighter it'll get, it's going to get. Yeah. Like I said, just keep moving around, keep moving your torch around, and then you're going to get something you're happy with. So that's what it's all about. So it ain't a matter of lighting the background up like we usually do, yeah? It's a matter of lighting your subject up and then playing around until you get what you like. So I'm going to show you the back of the camera now, because I think I can explain more on the back of the camera than I can while I'm doing this. But I just want to, this is all I want to do is show you my setup. Right, as you can all see, you can see the back of the camera and what settings I'm using to start off with. If I take a shot now without putting no light on, we're then going to get a black screen. Yeah? Now when I start putting my lights on, my torches on, it'll totally be different. As you can see, the pictures are starting to come out. Yeah, that one might be a bit dark. So what we'll do is we'll keep moving the torch around and show how we can get a lot better. I'll try and brighten up a little bit more. One on the side. As you can see, the pictures won't be that good because on my camera again. Yeah. There we go. Let's light this up. Like you've never lit before. Okay, you can see the settings on the back of my camera now. What I'm going to be doing is you getting the torch now and just playing around with the light and seeing what we can get. Now I might alter my settings, I might not, we don't know. Let's have a look. As you can see there, but if I take a shot without the flat torch, I've got nothing at all. What you want to do is virtually set your camera so you can't see it on the screen, the picture. Yeah, and then what we'll do is I'm going to try and show you here now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my f-stop. Right, so I'm going to go Q, come over to there, and I'm going to drop it down just a couple. Yeah, now we're going to see what happens now. A lot better straight away. Bit darker. As you can see, I'm getting some nice backgrounds, some nice black backgrounds. But how about now, if I wanted to light it up a bit more, what would I do? Well, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to try. Right, I ain't going to knock that down this time, the f-stop. What I'm going to do is actually, when I get it back on, come on, yeah, is I'm going to slow my shutter speed down and see if this helps. So I'm going to slow that down a bit more because I want the picture on the back of the screen without the light just to be visible like that. So now I can add the light and I'm going to get different results again. Perfect. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two torches. So you can see Mr. Daisy there, or Mrs. Daisy should I say, standing up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add two lights like I said. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, get my first torch and just place it by the side of it. This is because I want to try and light it up a way a bit different. Now I want to get the stalk in more than I want to get the player in. So I want to try and show you how to light the stalk up. Yeah. So this will light, this is going to light my stalk up. Yeah. As you can see. Now remember that silver small foil tin? This is where we're going to be using this now. Yeah, because I want to bounce the light back around it, like I said. So I'm going to place this by the side of it where the torch is. So the light is coming through, the light will come through, bounce off there and come back. Now all I've got to do now is get my second torch, which we've got hands free now, so we're okay. And that's just wafted over the top as we're taking the pictures. Yeah. So we got the light that's coming out of there, hitting there, bouncing back, which is lighting the underneath, helping me light the stalk up. And I got my main one, which I can waft over the top now and get the rest of the light on. So let's get back to the back of the camera now. Now as you can see, we're back to the camera now. I'm going to take a quick shot and see what it looks like. Now can you see it's lit the sides up? Now all I'm going to do now is just get my other torch, like I said, and just waft that one over the top and see what happens. There you go. By adding more light or different coloured filters, like I said, more bottle tops, we should be able to get some interesting colours. Now I know you probably ain't going to see the best on here because my camera just doesn't want to focus sometimes, but I'm quite happy with the results I'm getting. It's like I says, We've got 2 torches, a piece of foil, just to help us reflect everything. But just moving things about can get you super images. And it's like I says, you don't need to be brilliant, we can all do it. Yeah. All you got to do is just keep practicing and playing. Yeah. Every time you move your torch, you're going to get different shots. Every time. Like I said, you haven't got to use a daisy or whatever. You can just larger items as well. I just chose a daisy because it was the neatest thing I had to me today, to be fair. But I'm quite happy with some of the results. Right, let's clear all this up now and have a bit of a chat. As you can see, it was quite easy, and what I love about my photography and macro photography is the things you can actually find and do indoors. You don't have to have the best equipment. I keep saying this and I keep pledging. I'm all for the beginner. I love, when I first started, I had a lot of people help me out, and I, like I said, I like to give back. But it's just simple things that we use. A piece of glass out for a picture frame. You know what I mean? So simple. There's millions of stuff I can do with this. A piece of tin foil. Now, we would have, you know, shining lights and reflecting lights off this. It might sound simple to some people, you know, I don't know, because like I say, if you've never done it, you never know. But, you know, Play-Doh, your grandkids or whatever, putty if you do a bit of winding, I don't know. Couple of torches, couple of Poundland or one of these cheap stores you can go from, fantastic, to work just as good. You can also use these for reflections as well. But I've done my reflection photography, my water droplets. People have been asking me, how can I get round it? Simple, torches. Shine the torch onto your background. So as long as you shine the torch onto the background, it will always cast your shadow into your milk, I promise you. It's something I really should have done. My camera today, like I said, I'm 750D. My 100mm macro lens. You don't need a macro lens for that sort of stuff. You can use normal lens. You know, just because I've used a macro lens today, it's because I've used a daisy. If I was using a daffodil, I wouldn't be using that. You know, I'd be using a normal 50mm lens maybe, something. So you haven't got to use expensive equipment. You haven't got to, you know, be the world's best photographer to get these sort of pictures. Just being creative, and let's face it, we're all stuck indoors, so we might as well do something. It's nice to see a lot of landscape photographers that I'm posting a lot of creative ideas at the moment on YouTube. Gary Goff, I noticed, has just done one. He's brilliant bloke, I love his. I watch him as well because he's a class, brilliant landscape photographer. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I'd like to say thank you again to my good friend Stuart Wood for his live yesterday, going live on his YouTube channel. If you've not yet seen him, please subscribe. He's a brilliant bloke. He's also, if you have a look through his videos, he's doing one now where he's got a Discord channel where people like myself, Dom Comriacci and many more good photographers are in there at the minute, where we all just hang out and chat. It's brilliant because Stuart himself has had mental illness like me and myself, and suffers a bit of anxiety and depression. So, you know, a lot of people in that Discord group are there to help because they all suffer from the same. So it's sort of a nice meeting place where we can all get together. So check that one out. Right now, I guess it's time to get creative again in a minute. So until next time, please stay safe. Please stay in your house, or your garden should I say, because we want to get rid of this nasty stuff before it gets any farther, because we just do not need it. We need, as photographers, we need to be getting outside, and we can't do this. So if we all just obey the rules, just for a little bit, we should be okay. Until next time, Yeah, you know what I'm going to say. Happy snapping.